St. John's University campus. As you can see, we're underway here, and I'm going to get into all the particulars, but that was Tally
Batting in
Sussman.
the second position is the catcher, number 16, Molly McMahon.
Maddie Jennings. So we're here in the PSAL 2A championship game between two Manhattan rivals, the Beacon School, the Lady Blue Demons, and the Lady Bulldogs of the School of the Future. School of the Future with a storybook Cinderella run to find themselves here in the championship game, taking down three top five seeds, including the one seed in the fourth round, Bachelorette School for Global Education, beating them 15-5. Coach Shen's team at School of the Future actually, in their run to get to this game, has averaged 15 runs a game. And there you see a big cleanup three-hitter, Juliana Burst, with a three-bagger to get School of the Future on the board. And a very unfamiliar territory for Maddie Jennings, as she led the 2A in ERA. She had a 0 ERA on the season and had 160 strikeouts in 64 innings. So she's no stranger to success. This might be a little shell shock for her. This is number 17, Capri Rosenthal, with a good hack right there on that first pitch fastball. And talking to the Coach Shen pregame, I asked him, how do you prepare for a pitcher that's been so dominant throughout the season? And he said there's just no fear. He went with the mental approach and told his team that it doesn't matter who's on the other side or how many times they beat you in the regular season, you cannot fear them. And that's what we're seeing here in this first inning, as School of the Future jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead over Beacon, who is the number 2 seed overall in the 2A division. And another base knock for Rosenthal. Scoring burst.
Batting fifth, playing second base, number 51, Lola DeLuca.
I'm the baseball coach of one of the Westphalia.
Okay, I'll get you in. I'll walk you in. The baseball coach.
Thank you.
That's number 51, Lola DeLuca, the second baseman, up at the dish right now. Jennings offers, and it's fouled back right behind my head. Oh, I gotta watch my lips here. Two count. And DeLuca goes down swinging as Jennings gets her first strikeout of the game.
Batting in the sixth position, playing first base, number 9, Neela Gannon.
Neela Gannon up at the dish. Oh, I'm loving the lime green helmet here. Fouls, swings and miss on the first pitch fastball. Now here's where you can. Beacon wasn't the 2 seed for no reason, so you're going to see them get a chance to hit as well. But definitely a fun start to this game. Oh, 2 to greet Gannon. She fouls it back, stays alive. Jennings has a good fastball here today, but School of the Future not intimidated. That's back-to-back Ks as Gannon goes down looking.
Batting in the seventh position, playing right field, number 27, Maddie Orkin.
Number 27, Maddie Orkin, the right fielder, up to hit. And she hits it into center field, and that's going to do it right here in the top of the first. 3 hits and 3 runs for the Lady Bulldogs, and Beacon comes up to hit in the bottom of the first. Now Beacon's road here as a 2 seed, not as challenging as the Lady Bulldogs, but they still, managed to show out. In the first round, beat Erasmus, the 31 seed, 26-3. The second round, they beat McKee, the 15 seed, 12-1. Third round, they beat Bayard Rustin, 8-0, and then beat Brandeis 4-0 to make it here. But to me, the most impressive thing about this was in those 4 games, 3 innings pitched, 10 hits, 1 run, and 57 strikeouts. So, which actually makes what the Lady Bulldogs did here in the top of the first that much more shell-shocking. On defense, for the lineup for Lady Blue Demons. Yeah. First baseman Lucy Rudzena leading off, followed by Callie Ray Highland, Carla Giracocha, sorry if I butchered that, batting third, Maddie Jennings batting fourth, Abigail Valdez, the shortstop, batting fifth, Audrey Beston, the left fielder, batting sixth, Abigail Caceres, the third baseman, batting seventh, Adi Lynn LeBron in center field, batting eighth, who just made that final putout. And rounding it out is Cara Ray Rincon de la Cruz in right field, batting 9. And on the defensive side,
Beacon playing first base, number 13, Lucy Redzina.
you have Juliana Burse on the bump in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs. As a fellow lefty myself, I might be impartial here to the lefty pitcher. But starts off ball down and out. Evens up the count at 1-1. Hits the outer half on the corner. Misses upstairs. Rudzena looking very patient here in his leadoff hole. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Evens up the count. Shout out to Andre. I love this scoreboard for baseball. Softball, I'm sorry. Foul ball. Looks like she left an off-speed pitch a little up there. She got away with one, honestly. You want to get that off-speed pitch down so you get the hitter to swing over the top of it. And offer. And it's dropped by the second baseman. That's going to be an E4.
Batting in the second position, playing second base, number 4, Callie Ray Highland.
DeLuca sort of drifted over to that spot instead of beating the ball to the spot, waiting for it, catching it with 2 hands. So let's hope that doesn't come back to bite the Lady Bulldogs. Callie Ray Highland offers at the bunt, but it's going to be a take and call strike. Looking to sacrifice, down 3-0 here in the first. Beacon looking to potentially sacrifice a runner. And, that goes out the window now with an 0-2 count. So Highland going to have to be defensive here and just put the ball in play. Talk about a tale of 2 very different teams. And Highland goes down swinging. 1 out here for the Lady Bulldogs. Beacon, rode the back of Maddie Jennings.
Batting third.
Who's on deck here?
19, Carla Jaracocha.
Carla Garacocha at the dish right now. But yes, back to what I was saying about, the tale of two separate teams. Oh, good swing right there. Foul ball. And contrary to what people may believe, just because you don't put a ball in play, it doesn't mean it was a bad swing. Now, if Burst puts that pitch there again, I think our coach is going to be able to do some damage with it. But School of the Future got here on the backs of their bats, just like out hitting virtually everyone they played. And yes, they have pitching, but it's not to the level of of a Jennings. Puts it in play. Has 2 outs. So she moved the runner over, but now it's going to be up to Maddie Jennings in the 4-hole to try to push that run across.
Batting in the 4th position is the pitcher number 14, Maddie Jennings.
And I think the even more interesting thing about this matchup is they're both from the same Manhattan division, where Beacon went undefeated at 13-0 and beat School of the Future twice, who ended up going 10-4. I know the old adage, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in the same season. Not everybody subscribes to it, but in some cases it may be true, and this could be potentially what we're looking at here. But the other part of that is when you have an arm like Jennings, you're always in the game no matter what. Puts it in play. Oh, nope. Foul ball into the stands.
Give that fan a contract.
I mean, looking at the overcast skies, you wouldn't think it was June 1st. Everybody's out in their hoodies and jackets. It is cold out here. I'm slightly shivering. Don't have hot chocolate yet, but we'll work on that. Look like a purpose pitch right there.
Oh,
1-2 to Jennings. Outside. Oh, no, we're going to go. It's full count here. Good at bat by Jennings to work the count full. And she's going to take her walk. She's going to put runners on first and second.
Batting in the 5th position is
Abigail
the shortstop,
Valdez,
number
the
1,
shortstop.
Abby Valdez.
Abby looking to get Beacon on the board here. Ball down. Burst struggling with the strike zone here, these last 2 hitters. Looking to find it again. Another off-speed pitch down and out. I would love to see her, come hard and inside with a fastball here. Just challenge the hitter. Oh, and there it is. Right there. 2-1. Don't allow this to get her hands extended. Two and two, way to eat, as Burst evens the count.
Check in. Okay, I'm Frank from Villa. I'm the coordinator. You got the email from me, right? Oh, sorry. So what you can do is in the 5th inning around, we're gonna make an announcement. Come over here and check in.
Great pitch as she drops in the drop piece right there on the 2-2 count
Hey folks, you can
to
access
sit down
today's
Valdez.
program by scanning the QR code on the posters on the screen polls. Don't forget, today's program is accessed through the QR code on the advertisements that are on the foul ball screen polls.
After 1 inning, Lady Bulldogs up 3-0 over Beacon. Although Beacon threatened there, Burst did a good job of keeping her composure and not falling behind and giving up the big hit. And also, we came in kind of hot. Definitely forgot to mention, School of the Future won the championship, the 2A championship in 2023. So they're no stranger to the big stage, as Coach Shen has his girls back here, again, just 2 years later with a very young core. As we get the top of the second underway.
Leading off the top of the second for School of the Future is the center fielder, number 1, Evelyn Bigelow.
Evelyn Bigelow puts the ball in play.
Batting in the 9th position, the designated player, number 11, Antonella Frank.
Designated player Antonella Frank misses the bunt attempt. And it looks like Bigelow is on first base after an error. Jennings offers, swing and a miss. And Frank strikes out. Third strikeout for Jennings. Top of the lineup here. Back up to Tally Sussman. Down and out.
The shortstop, number 7, Tally Sussman.
Pitch looked pretty good right there, but umpire says it's down and out. Sussman puts the ball in play to left field. It's deep. And the center fielder tracks it down in left center. That's Adalyn LeBron showing off the range. And so it looks like Beacon scores another run as the Beacon defense throws the ball around a little bit. Giving up an unearned run right there. Jennings showing off the leadership capabilities right there. Trying to get her troops in order. Now down 4-0 here early on in this 2A championship game.
Catcher, number 16, Molly McMahon.
I'll say this, though. They're making a lot of contact early on against Jennings as we put another ball in play that drops in for a single. And they're jumping on that first pitch fastball. I would implore Jennings to, especially coming around second time through the order, and the middle of the order, start pitching backwards to this team, where instead of starting with fastballs, you're starting with your off-speed stuff. You mix in a drop, a change, and then you get them out in front, and you can hit them with a rising fastball. And Beacon, once again, throwing the ball around the infield. And that was Mac Mahone, who stole second, then went to third as the ball kicked into center, overthrow to third base, and she scored on the throwing error. 5-0. Just a bit outside right there on the offer from Jennings. Burst gets that front foot down and fouls it out to the left side. Burst, who tripled in her previous at bat, looking for more of the same here. Good fight as she stays alive. Jennings' fastball picked up a little velo here. See, after those couple errors. Good pitch right there as Burst goes down swinging. Big out. And that's 3 outs right there. And Beacon puts up 2 runs on 1 hit and 2 errors here in the top of the second. And now as Coach Rodriguez, I'm sure what she's telling her girls is just chip away. Don't try to get all 5 runs at once. It's a lot of game left. You still have 5 innings to make up this deficit. Really a beautiful facility, St. John's here. I mean, just all around the campus, beautiful. I had the lovely pleasure of calling the PSAL 4A basketball championships at Lou Carnesecca Arena, great arena. Now, I guess to complete the trifecta, boys varsity baseball would have to hold a championship at the baseball fields, So I get to experience all the facilities.
Leading off for Beacon, playing left field, number 00, Audrey Beston.
Audrey Beston to lead off in the 6th hole for Beacon. She swings at a pitch that was out of the zone. The other thing you don't want to do if you're Beacon is you don't want to press. Here in these 4 rounds of the playoffs, they haven't been down. They've dominated all their opponents. This is the first time as the ball's put in play right there. Second base, 4-3 put out. DeLuca to Gannon.
Batting in the 7th position, playing third base, number 2, Abby Caceres.
This is foreign territory for Beacon here in these playoffs. So now it's like a fighter that got punched and knocked out, how do they respond? As another ball put in play, backhanded by Burst, and she flips to Gannon. 2 quick outs right here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Batting in the 8th position, playing center field, number 3, Adeline LeBron.
And that was Caceres who made that 1-3 put out. It's Adeline LeBron right now. Swings and misses. Also, if you're Beacon, you want to start making some hard contact. When you put the ball in play and it's hard, bad things can potentially happen. Good hole right there. It's going to be 1-1. It was a good pitch. Up in the count or off-speed pitch, try to get the hitter to chase. It's a good job right there by Burst. And with an indecisive hack right there, LeBron is down 1-2. Burst, I mean, in baseball we would say it was flying open, where it seems like that front shoulder's not staying closed. Not sure if it's quite the same thing as softball, but that's what I'm kind of seeing here when she finishes with those pitches low and outside. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be 3 out, 3 down for the Lady Bulldogs. Great inning by Burst. No runs, no hits for Beacon in the bottom of the second. got to dance to keep myself warm.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the School of the Future. Playing third base, number 17, Capri Rosenthal.
Capri Rosenthal back into this for her second AB.
Hi, good morning. How's it going? We're here for
Jennings offers, and it's foul straight back. School of the Future, the one thing I've noticed in these at-bats is they're super aggressive early in the count. And what's ironic is Rosenthal goes down 0-2. What I have noticed, though, is they also have 6 strikeouts. Those are how they've gotten their outs. Heads up right in front of us. Oh, he got the mic. Bet it won't do that again. What are the odds? I was born ready. Good purpose pitch right there. 1-2. And you're going to hear me be the proponent of the inside fastball or just, getting hitters in on their hands. Oh, and she throws a beautiful changeup right there and gets Rosenthal swinging and missing for her 7th strikeout in 3 innings.
Number 51, Lola DeLuca.
6th strikeout, my apologies. DeLuca, the second baseman, up now. Up and away, 1-0. Looked like a little bit of a miscommunication between pitcher and catcher there as Gary Kocha caught that awkwardly. And that's another base hit for the Lady Bulldogs. That's their 6th hit, which is more than Jennings has given up in 4 starts here in these PSAL playoffs. Neela Gannon up for the 2nd time now. With DeLuca on first base. Last time, Coach Shen put somebody in motion, it allowed them to score a run. So let's see if he does the same here with DeLuca. Wild pitch. And DeLuca gets in the second standing, so no need for Shen to even send her. And now School of the Future has another player in scoring position. The one thing you wouldn't want to see Jennings also do is lose her composure. She's too good for that. So just take a step back, take a deep breath, and just make the pitches just like that. Good inside fastball right there to Gannon on a swing and miss. Grab some rosin, looking for that grip. Good pitch. Down and out, but good pitch nonetheless. Full count. Strike 3. Strike him out. Almost a strike him out throwma right there as DeLuca ends up stealing third base. Very risky play as we know the cardinal sin is making the third out at third base. Maddie Orkin coming up. Run on third. First pitch strike. As it seems Jennings has kind of found her groove again. after giving up that hit. Ball in the dirt. Evens up the count at 1-1. Blows a fastball by her. Up ahead in the count, 1-2. Strike 3. And after the top of the third, Lady Bulldogs still up 5-0. Jennings did a good job of not allowing that one hit to come around and score. As always, I want to let you know this live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. For all your high school live streaming sports or just your live stream sporting events, we are your go-to people to check out. You can find us on all social media platforms at Sage Media Solutions. And there's a saying in sports. I mean, if you don't play sports, it might not make sense to you. What Beacon doesn't want is it for it to get late early. So now they have to push a crooked number across here. Start chipping away. You don't want your opposing pitcher to get comfortable.
Right fielder, number 7, Hera Rincon de la Cruz.
9-hole hitter, Cara Rincon de la Cruz, up for the first time. Here in the bottom of the third. Umpire's trying to figure something out. I mean, shout out to this umpiring crew. They're on it. It's like 17 of them. No, I'm joking. It's 4 and a rules person. I'm just used to, when I coach my baseball team, I'm used to my 2 umpires, so I love to see this. Starting off, strike 1. Most important pitch. Good frame job right there, too, by Mac Mahone. 2-0. I'm sorry, 0-2. My apologies. So I actually read the umpire's hands from the wrong direction. Foul ball. Trying to stay alive right there. I would love to see Rincon de la Cruz right there on that pitch. Take it the other way. Go with it where it's pitched and not try to pull that, because then you'll end up with the rollover to the shortstop. And off-speed pitch, she goes down swinging. Top of the lineup coming up here for Beacon. And this is where they're going to have to make that push as Rudzena comes up for the second time. Burst really settling in here. Misses upstairs, ball 1. Two-0. Burst have to find it here. But this could just be what Beacon needs. You get that first runner on, especially the leadoff hitter. You know, you get to that middle of the lineup and you start to make something happen. This is not the last we're going to hear from Beacon at all. Swinging on 3-0. And they're going to call it safe right there, as Gannon couldn't quite grasp that throw from Sussman. Now, I don't know if I agree with the swing on 3-0 right there, down 5-0. At that point, yes, you need. Granted, she got on with the error,
Number 4,
but that should have been a
Kelly
6-3
Ray
put
Highland.
out. And Beacon kind of got away with one right there. If you're gonna swing 3-0 like that, you got to put a charge into it, not a 3-0 rollover to the shortstop. Little meeting of the minds here for the Lady Bulldogs. If it's gonna be cold like this, Zoe, we're gonna need Dre to put in for like a little portable heater. So we're gonna need Dre to put in for a portable heater because this is not it.
You're welcome. No comment. You dealt with some cold winters, so.
Mac Mahone ready to throw right there. Ball one. I was talking about you, Dre. I just wanted to let the people know that I requested a portable heater.
Portable heater.
Yes, for cold weather games. Ball put in play. Burst gets the put out. That's 2 outs. Yes.
The catcher,
Producer
number
Johnson
19,
has
Carla
said
Giarruccia.
I have to crowdsource for my portable heater. Put a ball in play to third base, and it's put away right there by Rosenthal. And after 3 innings of play, Beacon is down 5-0 to the Lady Bulldogs. Shout out to all the fans that's out here, watching their kids, their nieces, their sisters, cousins in this unfamiliar bipolar June weather. Jennings, I failed to mention, is committed to the prestigious academic institution of Brandeis University. So congratulations to Maddie Jennings. As she looks to keep, and she's doing a good job right now of keeping her team in this game. Offensively, they're gonna have the middle of their order coming up next inning in the bottom of the fourth. So let's see if they can do something there.
Leading off the top of the fourth for School of the Future, the center fielder, number 1, Evelyn Bigelow.
Bigelow swings through the first pitch, 0-1. She pops it up on the infield, and Jennings takes charge, 1 out. First out, so important when you're down. It could change the complexion of an inning once that leadoff hitter gets on,
The designated
especially if they can
player,
run.
Number 11, Antonella Frank.
Antonella Frank up now. And she swings through first pitch. As you can see, Jennings, after a rough, first inning in terms of, hits off of her, finding her zone right now. She's just pumping strikes. Frank just looked overmatched right there. She blew a fastball right by her. I mean, I heard the pop here. Needless to say, I think Jennings has had
number
enough.
7, Tally Sussman.
High as Sussman, the leadoff hitter, School of Future, turns over their lineup. This is going to be the third AB for Sussman. 2-0. I think now that her fastball is pumping way more than it was prior, I think she sticks with it right here. And there you go. Blows it by Sussman. It could be potentially in the early innings. She's trying to be too fine and just, hit the corners, and she caught too much plate. And Lady Bulldogs made her pay it. Now it's kind of like, here it is, hit it. Hit me if you can. I dare you. And School of the Future hasn't shown they could catch up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Foul ball. See, and now she showed that she could, potentially put a fastball in play. Now you may be at 2-2. You want to drop in an off-speed pitch, a curveball, change up, drop, and there it is. Hey, Dre, it's almost like I know a thing or two about a thing or two. And at the top 3, School of the Future, no runs, no hits, no one left on. Beacon up to hit in the bottom of the 4th inning. Burst right now, pitching a shutout against the number 2 seeded Beacon Lady Blue Demons.
Leading off for Beacon, the pitcher number 14, Maddie Jennings.
Maddie Jennings to lead off in the 4-hole in the bottom of the 4th inning for Beacon. Burst delivers. Oh, 1. 1-1. Burst a little upset with her on that, herself on that offering. Foul ball. Good hack right there by Jennings. Straighten that out, and you might get a extra base hit in the gap right there. Another foul ball right behind our heads. Good take. And count is even at 2s. As Jennings goes down swinging. And that's a big out for a couple reasons. And it's not just because it's a strikeout. Jennings is also a top 10 hitter in the city with a 718 average in the regular season. And when you're in the middle stretch of a game like this and Beacon has the ability to threaten, and you get the first out of the top hitter like that on a strikeout, it does something for your defense. It keeps them in the game. It keeps them on their toes, and it does something for momentum. One count here. It looks like it's going to be 2-1 right here. McMahon, a little bit of an errant throw back to the pitcher right there. That ball was smoked back up the middle. Valdez right there, right back up the box, hitting it where it's pitched.
Fielder, Audrey,
And that's the hard contact I was talking about that Beacon needed. Audrey Beston, the left fielder, up. Foul back into the net. Good pitch right there on the inner half. Valdez, Beston down 0-2. Want to see if Coach Rodriguez puts Valdez in motion at any point. 1-2. Look like a purpose pitch. Might go back inside here right now. And she gets her swinging. It stays, keeps it away, and gets her swinging and missing. That's 2 outs right now.
Number 2, Abby Caceres.
Abby Caceres, the third baseman. Up now, 2 down for Beacon. Run on first. Honestly, at this point in the game, it might be time for Beacon to play a little small ball. Not with 2 outs, but it's something to start thinking about the 5th inning. You get a runner on, you try to even put a runner in motion, and then you throw down a bunt. And there you go, stolen base as they put Valdez in motion. One count, the offering, fouled away. Valdez was the first hitter in the Beacon lineup I've really seen take that pitch on the outer half the other way with some authority. And that's going to do it right there. I would love to see that more from the Lady
Ladies
Blue
and gentlemen,
Demons.
once again, don't forget you can access today's game programs by scanning the QR code, which is mounted on the foul ball pole nettings.
After
And the QR code for today's game
the
program.
bottom of the 4th, Beacon, 1 hit, no runs, 1 runner left on. And if we go to the top of the 5th, this is what you call crunch time. So if School of the Future puts up any more runs, it'll be just considered insurance runs. But Beacon has to get on the board. And Jennings has done a great job, shutting down the School of the Future offense since that first inning.
Leading off for School of the Future is the catcher, number 16, Molly McMahon.
Mac Mahone is up. Little dribble in front of the dish. Close play, and she's going to be out by a step. Good play right there by Gura. I believe that was Gura Kocher who made the throw.
The pitcher, number 24, Johanna Burse.
Juliana Burse up. Looking to add to this Lady Bulldogs lead. Good pitch right there. 0-1. One count evened up. And the pitch. Fastball blown right by her. Jennings ahead in the count, 1-2. And that ball is smoked into the gap again by Burse. And she has her second three-bagger of the day. And that's a situation where up ahead in the count, that ball had too much plate to essentially one of their best hitters in the lineup in the three-hole.
Number 17, Capri Rosenthal.
Rosenthal swings and misses. Now, this is where Jennings is going to have to bear down because it's extremely important that run does not cross. That's going to be a foul ball, and Jennings up in the count 0-2. She can't make the same mistake again like she did to the three-hitter where you throw a fastball and it's middle. Good pitch right there as she gets the strikeout.
Number 51.
DeLuca up now.
DeLuca.
And it's fouled back by us once again. Is this how Gary, Keith, and Ron feel in the booth? For those of you that don't know, clearly by that reference, I'm a Met fan. Ball put in play. And run does not cross as they get the third out, as Jennings does a great job keeping Burse at third base after that one-out triple.
Who are present today, please meet the PSAL representative behind the press box. Once again, all league leaders who are present here today, please meet the PSAL representatives behind the press box. Thank you.
After the top of the fifth, School of the Future up 5-0. Burse right now throwing a 2-hit shutout and has 2 triples. Adlin LeBron leading off for Beacon. And, I mean, Beacon can't be opposed to trying to lay down a bunt right here. to allow the defense to move their feet.
Leading
Just
off
play that
for
little
Beacon,
small ball.
center fielder,
Get a
number
runner on. Get a
3,
leadoff runner
Alan
on.
LeBron.
1-0. Two 0. Two 1. I don't know. I'm a big proponent of when you're down, when you're in a game and you're down more than 4, which means you're Grand Slam proof, and it's late in the game, 2-0, especially down in the lineup. I want my hitters taking a strike. Force the pitcher to throw a strike. I believe it's 3-1 now. Oh, full count. And that's going to be strike 3. And it was thrown into right field. And so for those of you watching that may not know, on a drop third strike with no one on first base, the runner is allowed to run to first base. The catcher then has to throw the runner out at first. And Mac Mahone threw it into right field, which is an E2, and allowed LeBron to get to second base. Rincon De La Cruz at the dish now. And here, once again, I'm just a proponent of small ball. Oh, got to be careful right there. That's going to be a swing and a miss right there on the indecisive check swing. Rincon down swinging. 1 out.
Number 13.
It's the top of the lineup right now. This is the time for Beacon to make their noise. Right here, right now. Runner on second base. Top of the lineup up. 1-0. And it looks like Burrs having a little trouble with the strike zone here this inning. Two 1 as Burst trying to find the strike zone again. Ball hitting the center field, or just behind second base. And both runners. Oh, nope. She's out because the ball was caught and she left the base prematurely, which is a huge base running blunder right there. You can't advance. Double play. You can't advance a base when the ball is caught unless you're tagging up. But on the infield, you can't tag up because the play is right there. So all they had to do was just step on second base because she left way too early after the ball was caught. As we head to the top 6 here now, Lady Bulldogs trying to pad their lead.
off for School of the Future, playing first base, number 9, Neela Gannon.
Neil Gannon here at the top of the sixth to lead off. Swings and misses. 0-1. Oh-2. She gets her out in front. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. As Jennings gets another strikeout here.
Right fielder, number 27, Maddie Orkin.
Orkin puts the ball in play up the middle. Good stop right there by DeLuca. Oh, I'm sorry, no. My apologies, wrong team. That was good put out right there by Callie Ray Highland.
Center fielder,
Over to
number 1,
Louisiana.
Evelyn Bigelow.
8-hitter Evelyn Bigelow up with 2 outs. Oh, foul right back into the net. Pitch, strike 2, 0-2. Jennings doing a good job of working ahead. And goes down looking. Beacon has 2 more at-bats to try to score 6 runs to overcome this deficit. They are chasing 5. Can School of the Future complete the improbable Cinderella run? So if we look at it, after they beat American Studies in the first round, who was the 13th seed, they then beat Manhattan Center, who was the 4th seed, 20-4. They beat Walton, who was the 5 seed, 9-5. And then they beat the number 1 seed, like I said earlier in the broadcast, Bachelorette School for Global Education, 15-5. And here they are, up 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning against the number 2 seed, Beacon.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for Beacon, playing second base, number 4, Callie Ray Highland.
Callie Ray Highland, second baseman, leading off for Beacon in the 2-hole. 1-0. Foul, heads up. That was instinctual. My apologies. And Highland comes away with a single up the middle right there into short center field.
Catcher, number 19, Carla Jaracocha.
Garacocha up with a run on first. Beacon doing a good job getting the leadoff man on. Swings and misses. Right there. That pitch is middle out. I would love to see Garrett Kocher step to it and drive it into right center gap. When you kind of pull your head off and, swing like that, it looks like you're just trying to pull. And that's a put out by the left fielder right there.
Pitcher number 14, Maddie Jennings.
Maddie Jennings up. Potentially her last high school AB, unless Beacon makes something happen in these next 2 innings. She swings and misses at the high heat. And she smokes one to right field. She's almost chasing Highland off the bag right there. And she gets a double down the right field line. That right there is definitely what I was talking about with Garrett Kocher. Beacon now threatening here in the bottom of the 6th.
Shortstop,
Second and third,
number
one out.
Abby Valdez.
Abby Valdez, who last AB, smoked the ball up the middle. A single right now scores 2 runs. And it immediately puts Beacon right back in this game. Outside, ball 1. If you guys saw that right there, it was a wild pitch. And the umpire and the batter cleared away just in case there was a play at the plate. Foul ball into the stands. As we have the other teams for the following PSAL championship games pulling up. Good AB right here from Valdez. And she goes down swinging. Big time strikeout right there from Burst. 2 outs.
Left fielder number 00, Audrey Beston.
Next game at 1 p.m. right here on this field, you have the 1-seeded Tottenville taking on the 6-seeded Susan Wagner. And then following that, at 3 p.m. in the 1A, you have Riverdale Kings Bridge Academy as another foul ball versus number 2 seed Hunter. So in the 1A, you have the 1 seed versus the 2 seed, which is the only PSL division that it really went chalk here in the championship game. Burst to Beston. Beston hits a ball in the left center gap. Scoring 2 runs. Beston with a big-time 2-run double right now to get Beacon on the board and finally putting up that crooked number here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Beacon faithful loving it here in the stands.
Number 2, Abby Caceres.
Foul ball. Good swing right there from Caceres. And another ball put in play. And this time it's going to be caught. That's going to be the third out right there as Orkin made the grab. But Beacon finally on the board. 3 hits and 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 runner left on. Top of the 7th. Here we go. Jennings back out. As we get into the top of the 7th starting, the point cannot be belabored here that School of the Future is the 20th seed here, up 5-2 in the top of the 7th of this 2A PSAL championship game against the number 2 seeded Beacon. They've already taken out the 1, 5, 4, and 5 seeds. Are they going to add another top 5 seed to their improbable run? Jennings quickly up 0-2 on the count to Antonella Frank, the designated player. And she hits a dribble at third base. And she's thrown out. 5-3 put out. Good job right there. All around. Caceres to Rudzena.
Shortstop, number 7.
Every out for Beacon is crucial right now because you can't score 2 runs to cut the deficit to 3 and then give up a run. Strike 1 as Sussman swings at the high and outside fastball. And it's blown by her, strike 2. Well, I'm going to call that a purpose pitch, 1-2. Try to see if she would chase. Now, she could either come back with the fastball on the hands that Sussman has kind of struggled with today, or she can go to that drop, down and out. But catcher set up inside, and there's that fastball inside.
Catcher, number 16, Molly McMahon.
I mean, what can I say, Dre? I'm a pitcher by trade. This is just what I do. As Jennings blows another fastball by McMahon. Foul straight back into the net. Way ahead 0-2. Arguably, Jennings' probably biggest pitch of the game right here to just kind of give Beacon that momentum going into their last AB. And she strikes her out. And this is it. This is it. Can School of the Future hold on? Can Burst outlast Jennings, who essentially was the best pitcher in the 2A this season? Can School of the Future be the Cinderella story for the 2025 season? Or can Beacon play up to that 2 seed and leave School of the Future on the field for that comeback? here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The stakes are set.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Any league leaders that still have not checked in, please see the PSAL representatives behind the press box. Once again, any league leaders who have not yet checked in, please see the PSAL representatives behind the press box. Thank you. Bottom of the 7th. Blue Demons fans, where are you? Bulldogs fans, where are you?
And there's the sun, finally. It only took several hours and into the 7th inning. Tottenville and Susan Wagner pulling up for the 3A championship game next at 1 p.m.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for Beacon. Batting for LeBron, number 17, Yuseli Paulino.
And that's going to be a pinch hitter right now. Number 17, Yuseli Paulino, hitting in the 8th spot for Adeline LeBron. And there's been a change as Gannon goes to short, Burst goes to first, and that's Tally Sussman on the mound to close it out. And she gets strike one on the bunt attempt. It's going to be a foul ball. She's way out in front of that one. Sussman up 0-2 in the count. Umpire calls time. Not sure what the discussion's about. Looks like just... Oh, it looks like they're just going over the defensive changes.
Your attention, please. Here are the defensive changes for School of the Future. Now pitching, number 7, Tally Sussman.
Just saying, Dre. I'm on
And
it.
moving to first base, number 24, Juliana Burst.
If I didn't coach baseball, I would advocate for this all season. A beautiful off-speed pitch, but up, and Burst picks it out of the dirt for 1 out. Again, the most important out right here.
Right fielder, number 7, Kyrie Rancone.
Kyra Rincon de la Cruz swings and misses. If I'm Beacon, I'm taking a strike here. Oh, 2. Sussman working fast and working ahead. Sussman gets on a high fastball. 2 outs right now. Beacon down to their final out. And School of the Future can feel the upset coming. That's Lucy Rudzena, top of the Beacon lineup. Sussman taking a breather, coming back, and offers. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Sussman, a strike throwing machine here in his bottom of the 7th inning to close it out. Puts it in play. It's going to be a foul ball. I mean, there was a couple things obstructing my view, but the only reason I knew it was a foul ball is because nobody celebrated. 0-2. Is this going to be the last pitch? Put it in play, backhands. Gannon throws to first, throws it to Bruce. And now, the improbable Cinderella run is completed. The Lady Bulldogs of School of the Future are your PSAL 2A 2025 champions, defeated Beacon with a score of 5-2. They scored their 5 runs in the first 2 innings and pitched and played great defense for the rest of the game. Congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs and Coach Shen. This is Greg Polius, the voice of Sage Media Solutions, signing off, but please stay tuned as we're going to switch to our on-field mic for the celebration.
Ladies and gentlemen, we remind all of our guests to stay with us for the presentation of the PSAL Medals, Awards, and Championship banner.
How are you? You here?
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. We direct your attention to the pitcher's plate, where PSAL Sports Coordinator, Mr. Frank Favela, and PSAL Softball Commissioners, Ms. Dawn Gugliaro, Ms. Christina Karagiozakis, and Ms. Donna Sambone, will present the 2025 PSAL 2A Division Finalist Medals to the Blue Demons of Beacon High School. Audrey Beston, Abigail Casares. Mariani Grullon. Carla Giarachoka. Callie Ray Highland. Madeline Jennings. Adlin LeBron. Yuseli Polino. Kyra Rincon. Lucy Redzena. Keisha Tavares. Tristella Thomas. Abigail Valdez. And Genesee Hibre. And now accepting the 2024 PSAL 2A Softball Finalist Award, Beacon Head Coach Cecilia Rodriguez. A big PSAL congratulations to Beacon High School. And now here they are, the 2025 PSAL 2A Softball Champions, the Bulldogs from School of the Future. Evelyn Bigelow. Juliana Burse. Lola DeLuca. Valerie Fabian Siri. Antonella Frank. Neela Gannon. Molly McMahon. Madeline Orkin. 3, Rosenthal. Tally Sussman. And Queenie Wang. And now accepting the PSAL 2025 2A Softball Championship Award, accompanied by co-coach Sienna Baccio Wilson, here is head coach Felix Shen. And now here it is to hang in the school for all time, the PSAL Championship banner. Congratulations, School of the Future!